everyone, thank you for joining me. So this is the finale of the Puma diode that I was doing. It took longer than I expected and what I really wanted to do, but at the end of the day I think it looks pretty good. I've done some new things with this build. Obviously I had to do camouflage on this. It's not the design that's on the box, it's the basically lines which the Panzer vehicle could have. And I airbrushed it, so I did the base coat of the Dunkelgelb, and then I used the red and the green, the German camouflage green, and I think it may be German camouflage red or brown for the stripes. Now Greg Riley encouraged me to try that with the airbrush, and it turned out well. I surprised myself, to be honest. I was pretty apprehensive about doing it, trying to keep the control on the paint and get it to the places where I wanted it. I'm not very good at like directional painting with the airbrush. So long as it, if it's just all over a kit, then that's not a problem. But when it comes to actually doing a design with the airbrush, I'm not very good at that. But it turned out well. The finish on the house turned out as I wanted for the Panzer II Dio, and I didn't achieve it on that, but I've managed to get it on this one, so I'm pretty happy about that. I didn't blank out the window like I said I would at the end of, in previous video. I've just left it open, but it's pretty dark in there, so you can't really see an interior. So I shall get the Dio and we'll have a look at it together. So here it is, guys. I don't know whether the sunlight's kind of bleaching it out a bit, but yeah, as I say, the camo on this went really well, surprisingly. I got a finish on this. I mixed gloss varnish and matte varnish to get me like a satin, but I don't think I mixed it particularly well, and it's more of a matte finish, but at least it worked. I did do a panel line wash on this. I don't tend to do that, I tend to do a sludge wash, but I did a panel line wash. That didn't work very well initially, using oil paints and thinners, but I think after about the fourth attempt I managed to get it to stay within the panels. The Dio itself, that was basically painted various Vallejo paints, and then to finish it off I just threw some MIG powder pigments. I think it's actually Vietnam earth, but a brown's a brown as far as I'm concerned. And then I brushed that on, and then I wiped off as much as I could on the top surfaces, just to leave it in the recesses. The picture here is from some cardstock that the wife had, and so I just cut out what I thought I could use to give some idea of an advert for some French perfume or something. This newspaper that's lying on the road, that is actually a 1/35 scale newspaper, but the print on it's that small that you can't really tell. What I did was the pages that you see, well, they were double that size, and I just cut them in half to give the impression of obviously half the scale. So that was that, and that's about it really. I did enjoy doing this diorama. I think it's the vehicle turned out really well. I'm really pleased with that. The Dio, again, the finish on the house, the way that there looks like there's some streaking, and you've got some like lichen or mould that's growing on the white paint. Really pleased with that as well. Is it my best Dio? I've got to be honest, I thought about that question and decided that all the Dios I've done have got their own elements that would make them good, and obviously I enjoy building them all, you know, from the T34 inch back in the snow to the M19 tank transporter with the M40 on the back, which was just the Matchbox base with some flocking added. I think they all have their own thing which attracts me to them and makes them all as good as each other. Thanks ever so much for the kind support on this, guys. I really do appreciate it. It'll be a while before I do another camo vehicle though, I've got to confess. The Name That Film Dio, I've got all the elements now that I need to put that together, and so I hope to be showing that soon. I've got the replacement 10-piece kit, so I can crack on with that again. And I've got at least another build for another Name That Film Dio, and then I want to do another build just to build something. So yeah, I hope all your bench time is going well and your projects are going well. I have seen some really nice builds by you guys. You know, there was a couple of big rigs that I've seen, and then there's Charlie Mac's Mac that he did. You know, although I may not be commenting on everybody's videos, I do see a lot of them, and I'm, you know, really impressed with the work that's coming off your benches. So well done, guys. Anyway, I'm Wittering. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch up with you soon.